Hello, everybody. It is that time of the week. It is your illustrious hosts, Infernal Drake and Dragon's Fury.
Hi, everyone.
And we hope everything is going well. If not, we hope this episode helps. And if it doesn't, not our fault.
We hope it helps.
We always hope it helps, but I will not take responsibility for it not working. Not my fault. You didn't absorb the happiness enough. So, in the same vein of things,
Get the happiness sponge.
get the happy. It has been an interesting week on the internet for me, for many reasons, because my algorithm doesn't exist. It is just the hodgepodge.
I mean,
nonsense.
Your side of the internet is always interesting.
True.
Like, I still wonder how you get to these parts of the internet.
Knowing the answer will put you in danger.
Fair enough.
So in that line of thought, did you see the most recent video I sent you?
Let me see. I haven't really been on the talks today, but let me take a look.
Like, I sent it today.
Okay, so I see the order one, and then what's the vindication? What the fuck is that? No. No. I would never have played. That is freaking nightmare fuel.
It is nightmare fuel.
So for those that are curious, apparently a thing that was coded into Skyrim that never actually made it to the real game, thank God, is moving mannequins.
No, see, so it's not that it wasn't coded in. So the video's explaining the possible issue, right? So
yes,
what the video is saying is that they didn't write the code for statues for the mannequins. They're coded as paralyzed NPCs, allegedly, right? Allegedly.
That would explain my mannequin.
Right? And so when the game inevitably lagged, the script that they wrote for the NPC to be paralyzed would stop, and so NPC behavior would start, i.e. they would move, and then when the game caught up, they would get re-paralyzed.
That explains my moving mannequin in my house.
Right. That's why I need, like, I sent it to my brother. But I was like, I need to
I hate that.
verify, like, we have to verify the source or whatever, because, like, in that clip, it shows some talking to one of the developers, but I don't know if that's actually what they're talking about. But if that is the case, it makes so much sense of why all of our mannequins in our homes would move to weird-ass spots. Because the pathing would make sense. Especially, like, because, what was it, Lakeview? The one in the corner
Lakeview Manor,
would always end up by this fucking stairs.
Like, it's the one in the corner and the one on the second floor, looking at the fireplace.
Right. And it would always end up by the stairs when it moved. Or it would always be pathing to the stairs. And so it was like, if it's an NPC, that makes sense of where it always ends up. And also, it would make sense why it keeps moving, because we're loading into the space, which means there's a possibility of it lagging behind, rendering the home. And so then if the NPCs load first, so like if you have a wife and kids and like your house car or whatever, they would look technically, or the pets if you make that terrible mistake. Or the bard if you make that terrible mistake.
Oh God, yeah, no. I always shoo them away. I'm like, nope, we don't need you.
No, I was trying to be a loving husband and father, and livening up my home by the lake, which was next to a drug dealer, which often gets rampaged by giants that happen to explode on the porch because I leave traps. But that is beside the point.
And you forget about the traps.
Because they disappear. I can't see them anymore. They're there.
The highlight will still be when you walk outside, everything just explodes, and then you're like,
Right.
"Oh right, I put that there."
I put that there, but it's like, oh, there's dead people. Why were you dead people? Oh, you were trying to kill me. Not like you would have succeeded, but you were trying to kill me. That's awkward.
A for effort.
No, not even A for effort, bitch. You couldn't even detect the magic circle. You have no reason to be on my territory. And so I had hired the bard, and I was just like, I like the songs, but then the motherfucker ended up on my table. I fucking eat there.
Yeah. He was trying to get extra money.
Which made it worse because I was like, I leave you with my wife and kids. What kind of show are you putting on? And my kids are too nice to not shank you.
Yeah, true. You gave him freaking Daedric daggers.
Yes, I gave both of my children Daedric daggers. And all the money that they could possibly ever want. Or use. Yes, I was using my kids for money laundering. Don't judge me.
Oh my god.
I may or may not have been giving them high allowances so that it doesn't seem suspicious that I have a lot of gold in my pocket.
Yeah, you had way too much.
I had so much like asset money that like the game itself could not keep up. Like it is impossible for me to sell all of the things at the value that they are to like I couldn't sell it to everybody.
Like, well, yeah, because like you literally maxed out their stats, so like they cost more than probably most of
Skyrim. Not even my like maxed ones, not even like my customs or whatever. It's just I'm so high leveled of stuff that in my skills make the value of things just that much higher. So yeah, I would tap out so many people so
fast.
Control
the Skyrim economy.
And I think the only way around it would be the fencers, technically, because I don't think they have a dedicated gold pool. I think. Not? Well, because it's not their shop; they're just selling it for you, and then they give you a cut. So I don't know if they necessarily have a dedicated pool. So I think I could technically just give all my shit to them and then get some money from it, but it wouldn't be the max amount anyway, like I said, because it's a cut. So yeah,
I mean that'd be an interesting experiment to run.
It would, but then it wouldn't at the same time, because it would just be like why. And so what was it? So amongst the weirdness that I was saying or whatever, I was, per usual, because it's not in podcast if I'm not ranting or mad about something, the gatekeeping of Reddit stories. So I don't know if you get a lot of those videos where they're basically reading some Reddit story.
Yeah.
Right? When I get these videos, right, I always get like the part 2, part 1, or whatever, right? What's been pissing me off since, high heaven of yesterday is all of these bot-ass accounts, right?
Yep.
Never have the full story. Even though it will be like an older post. It's like, oh, part 1. Okay, you go to the next post. A completely different story. And I'm just like...
It's like, where's the rest of the story?
Where's the rest of the story? And then you go through like the tag, and then you'll get another account that has the same story, but at a different part of the story. Because like whoever puts in the information for the narration does it in different sections. So it's like, oh, it's the same story, but like I get maybe like 20 seconds more in the second video than the first video I saw of the same story, right?
Which is so annoying.
But what I never can find out is where the fuck are these original, like where are these stories coming from, right? Are these randomly generated and they're just making up the shit? Or is like, because they'll come with like some codes that's like, oh, story, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'm on Reddit a lot. And I'm reading varying, stories, advice, warnings for like scams or stuff or whatever. I've yet to come across dedicated, short stories on Reddit. Like,
yeah.
like
I feel like There probably is a subreddit somewhere for it, but it's like you guys should
Well,
probably go
like
looking for it.
writing prompts is one of them, right? And then I was like, oh, writing prompt, blah blah blah, whatever. But like, I never come across these, right? So it's like, if they're not recent prompts that were posted, and then someone wrote the story, and then someone, turns them into videos, that means someone is deep into that freaking subreddit and pulling these things so far out of their ass that how do you not, at that point, if it's that old, it has the full story, two of which, why haven't you made all of the parts that you need to for the video, which again still doesn't make any sense because you can do long form content, and those would be the ones that would succeed because it tells you the whole story and you move on.
Yeah, because like, can you have like 10 minutes now on TikTok?
Yeah, you can have 10 minutes on TikTok, and I don't think you have to do all that much to get that unlocked. So
probably not. But yeah, no, it's like, I remember like a while ago my algorithm was showing me those. I'm like, yeah, it's like it literally would show part 1, maybe part 2 if the account was nice, and then it's like in the comments like, yeah, no, this person never posts the rest. I'm like,
yeah,
this asshole.
Yeah, these assholes. And so I was like, I enjoy the going through the writing prompts, at least in the narration ones, because it's like I can just pop it on and then like let it play through, and instead of trying to find the good version or like a good story in the subreddit itself, because God forbid I actually find it in a short amount of time when I'm just like, I just want a quick read of something.
It's like I'm curious.
It's like I got like 6 minutes in between something I'm doing. Let me, let's go read let's get a quick story or something. And I was just so I was just like, for the love of God, like, please just stop it. Or though the very rage baity posts where it's like, find out in part 2 when it's clearly not needed. You don't need a part 2. Like, you spent the last 10 seconds just fiddling your dick around, and I was just like, what?
It's like, stop yapping and
finish the fucking story.
And we shall continue this moment because I have something coming. You're back. I'm all might be weird.
Yep. Indeed. I'm making that the... Hold on. I'm making that the thumbnail. You're gonna watch it happen. There's the thumbnail. Sorry for that weird pause. But yeah, I just...
Man, I looked like I stubbed my toe, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, just so you know, that is the thumbnail for this episode. They have video evidence of me snipping that picture.
Damn it. I had to get my pie.
I understand you had to get your pie, but your model looked like it was trying to strip for us. That shit was funny as hell. It literally got... Your model went up, your belt started showing, and it looked like your face was saying, my belt's too tight and I can't get it off fast enough. Yes, that is now the thumbnail. Like, it's gonna be so funny.
Oh, bitch. When you try to learn from the bard.
Oh, so funny. Oh, hilarious. So the true topic of the day is unfortunate strength. Right?
Unfortunate strength?
Unfortunate strength. This is going to be about the poor individuals who have gotten a fade or caught the smoke because they just were strong enough, and it was just unfortunate that they were there. For example, because Kakashi versus Itachi the first time, right? He's warning everybody, don't look him in the eyes. Everyone knows, like, shit's about to get real, right? Kakashi gets put in the Genjutsu and gets stabbed for a week, right?
Which is still crazy to me.
But that's the fucked up part about this scenario. Anybody else would not have survived that experience for that long. Like, they would have broken so much sooner.
Yeah, they would have come out of that brain dead.
But because Kakashi was as strong as he was at that time, he survived it for so long and, made it out after, Itachi lets him out.
Yeah, but hey, he was very mentally exhausted.
Understandably. But like that's the line of thinking I'm talking about. Like, because he was strong enough to endure, he got the meanest fate for that. Like, because Itachi didn't need to keep, like, he was like, if you just give up already, like, this would have been over. And Kakashi is just like, nah. And he's like, all right.
It's like, well, if you insist.
Like, stab. Again. Hey, look, it's you getting stabbed. Like, Itachi didn't have to do...
Getting stabbed.
He did not have to do him like that.
Oh, God. I feel like that's Itachi's way of showing respect.
No, it is. But, again, it was the worst side effect. Kasame with Might. Told that motherfucker not to move.
Moved a freaking pinky.
Twitched. Gets his fucking back meeting the bottom of the water.
Like, literally, not even a second.
But he was already like exhausted. Like, he already got his ass whooped, right?
Yeah.
Then he did the thing, and Might is like, do something I don't like. Then he did. Then he just gets freaking into the water. But he's still, he's still enough to be a whole ass problem until he kills himself.
Kasame was a freaking menace.
And I was like, but again, any other person wouldn't have been strong enough to make it that far to get seismic punched into the water.
Yeah.
Like, you were strong enough to have to catch his fade the second time. Like, it's very, very unfortunate. And then you have, granted, she wanted it, but it still was the only reason why we're here is because you're too damn strong, and you're the only person that would be able to, like, do this. Marileona and the Night Chick.
Yes.
3 rounds of just straight hands.
Her magic is hands.
That broke the army, the land, the air, probably the ambient magic left around from... But only because they were that strong that she literally is just like feet to face. Obviously, she blocked it. But, like, she came flying in, 10 toes, ready to be a part of her eyebrows, coming in. No one else would have been able to hold that.
Oh, hell no.
Yami would have been like, fuck that.
No. I mean, there are so many times where freaking Marileona shows up. Yami's just like, I'm going to leave now.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm bowing out. Deuces. Like, her siblings.
Like, I just love the moment. It's like Yami walks in, sees Marileona basically holding his entire, like, crew, and is like, good luck.
Good luck. I'll see you if you live.
It's like, oh, no, you're coming with that shit.
Nah. It's like, no, I don't want to. You can't make me.
Sign up for this?
Oh, and then proceeds to make him. It's just so funny.
And then her siblings, like, yeah, I know.
And then there's a non-anime of people just, like, catching the craziest, just like, well, shit moment. Sylvester and Scorpion. Big Dog is the arcade master, right? they trying to do their mission. They trying to get into this event, and they're like, you got to play this game and get this high score in order to get in. And they're like, well, how the hell are we gonna do that? No one can do that besides, this motherfucker over here. Big Dog walks up. He's like, what if I get higher than that number in that time frame, and then can all of my crew roll through? And they were like, sure? Man, freaking...
Knock yourself out.
That man probably did things to that controller that controller didn't know it was capable of doing, and that video game probably was like, I haven't been this finessed since way back when in the day of my youth. And it was the same motherfucker that did it to me then that's doing it to me now. And like, it's so much so, and that's what happened in the episode, is that there was only one other instance that score was ever reached, and it was by him when he was younger.
So he really beat his score.
Yeah, he just repeated it. He was like, y'all don't know who I am, but I'm going to show you who I am, but I got a job to do. And the girl is just like, wait a minute, like, that's not possible. Wait. And then she like pulls like, is he El Guapo? And the girl's like, who the fuck is that? And then she like digs him up and finds out, I was like, we got a celebrity. Shit's hilarious. Scorpion is such a good show. But like some of the people like catch the craziest, just like mental gymnastics or whatever. What was it? There's an episode where there's like a romance going on between one of like the main characters and like I would say the main supporting character, because she's a part of like the main crew, but like it's kind of like the bridge from the super geniuses over here to the normal people over here. They're basically like, she's basically their handler, and well, second handler, because they have a government one. And so there, romance comes to be between the two characters, and the son is like, some drama happened or whatever, and he was like trying to basically play it off to like, you wouldn't understand, and Kid hit him with the only reason why I don't try to lay your ass out is because we're friends. But remember, I'm smarter than you, and right now I'm kind of peeved because you hurt my mom's feelings, and I don't play by my mom, right?
Don't mess with the mom.
But it's like, he was like a check. He was like, remember, I'm smarter than you. You told me that I'm smarter than you. So like,
listen to yourself.
Like, listen to yourself. We already proven the fact that like I had to curve my intelligence so that you guys would keep up, and then you felt bad about it. So yeah, he rolled up on him and he's like, nah. And I was like, oh shit, okay.
I may have to check out the show. You said the show is called Scorpion?
Yeah. It's really good. Bunch of geniuses doing genius stuff for problems that aren't not necessarily normal.
Oh.
So, not as weird as Fringe. Like, it's still regular stuff, but it's still like, hey, we gotta catch some people who are, can't fly the plane anymore.
Oh, this show. Okay, yeah. I know it.
Zuko, what are you doing?
Zuko doing Zuko things.
Zuko doing Zuko things, definitely. He was
funny enough. Like I've seen stuff from that show. I just never knew it was called Scorpion.
Yeah, how's it going? Good stuff.
Well, the more you know.
The more you know, indeed. Yes, indeed. What was another? There was
It's also funny because like there's so many moments where like there's times where they forget how smart he actually is.
Yeah, but they're all a level of like, they're all on the same level of genius, and then like in their respective things, and then you have this motherfucker who is like, my respective thing is well enough to understand that I need you to give me a more detailed of it. Again, crazy stuff.
Good. Yeah. Now I'm curious on the topic of face and hands and all that. Any from Rangers?
Every other episode. Because, like,
what would you say is the biggest?
I would say the biggest is from Samurai, Decker. This motherfucker kept running up on Red Ranger every chance he got because he was the only one that was good enough to give him a fight.
Yeah.
And I mean every chance he got. And if he was even mildly not in peak condition, homeboy would hit him with like, nah, I ain't fighting you. You ain't shit right now. Like, he was so disrespectful in it too. So it was so bad. Yeah, no, yeah, that would be the worst one in my opinion, of just to have this guy constantly on your shit just because you're cursed and you want someone to kill you and this motherfucker's the only one to do it, but like you're still going to put a whole ass whooping on him before you do that.
Oh yeah.
Then the very close second would be Jungle Fury and the Spirit Rangers.
Oh. I'm not familiar with that one.
So, long story short, the old head masters get caught, some magic's used, which basically pulls their essence out and creates Spirit Rangers, which are the prime version of these old heads of masters, right? They're masters now, and now pure unadulterated power of their skills in peak condition under the control of the baddies.
Oh no.
That was an ass whooping they weren't ready for.
Yeah. That is when you look at each other and walk away.
But again, that was like the only one, like they were the only ones that's going to be able to stop them, and they had to work for it. Like, it was, and if I remember correctly, they never actually beat them. They just found the actual masters and freed them so that they would stop having their spirit forms whipping their ass.
It's like, we can't beat you. We gotta go plan B.
Damn, there is a lot. So another one, Dino Thunder, the White Ranger. Every chance he got, just whooped their asses.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like OG Green Ranger Tommy level ass whooping.
There was a lot.
Here's a thing I would like an answer to. My very, aliens moment. Why is it that the evil individuals are always stronger, like, at the point when they're like, hey, I'm influenced by evil? Like, you may not necessarily be evil, but, like, I'm influenced by the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm whooping that ass way more than when I realize, hey, you guys aren't the baddies, and then move over here. Like, is there an evil buff that I don't know about?
Like, I always saw that as, because they're evil, they're no longer holding back.
Right, but, like, they're not holding back when they whooping that monster's ass that's, knocking their shit loose.
Well, let me rephrase that. By holding back, I mean their conscience gets in the way.
Again, we're fighting the guy who's currently whipping my ass. Why am I holding back anything to keep me alive? That's what I'm saying. They are fighting with all they got, and they are just getting their hands put on them. But shortly before you went good, you were handing ass to the guys you're getting your ass handed to with.
Yeah, you got me. Like, that's pretty much like the best thing I could think of.
Like, the scaling don't make sense. Like, example, like another example, right?
Buff by magic.
Frieza during the Tournament of Power, right?
Oh,
is that when it was? When he got revived?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right. Well, when they brought him back to fight, right?
Okay, then yes, that was a Tournament of Power.
Okay. Tell me why the guy who's literally been pulled out of hell to whip some ass is not whipping the amount of ass he should be whipping.
Yeah. Like, he was definitely stronger during the Tournament of Power than he was during Revenge of F. Partially because he was doing mental training of killing Goku over and over in hell. But yeah.
So it's like, hey, you're playing for the proverbial good guys now. And now you are not as powerful as before. Like, what?
Yeah. I don't know, like, the power scaling in the Super is all over the place. Like, it bothers me so much.
It really is, but it was just another, like, main example of, like, you go to the good side, and for whatever reason, you just can't do shit anymore.
Yeah, I feel like another reason why is... Because technically in the Tournament of Power, you weren't allowed to kill your opponents, which I feel like if that were the case, Frieza... I mean, you'd be seeing Frieza drop bodies left and right. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think Frieza had more time to shine in like the manga version of the Tournament of Power. To be fair, the Tournament of Power in the manga is so much better. I really wish they went with that.
No, yeah.
Like hell, Gohan actually got to have a good fight.
Go.
Like he fought Kefla.
Clever.
Because like with the manga, like it made so much more sense because it's like when you really think about it, the only ones in that tournament that really were at the pinnacle was Jiren, Goku, and Vegeta.
And Vegeta.
And I guess Frieza too.
And Braza.
Yeah. Like everyone else, like, yes, they're strong, and I mean Gohan was definitely up there, but having Gohan go up against Kefla made the most sense.
Yeah. So it was thing. I'm trying to think of another just you catching a bad thing just because like you're strong enough. What's the
my brain went to Saitama, but I don't really think that counts.
No, because no one survives. And he's not outwardly like attacking people. It would be King in this scenario of people rolling up on King because he's King.
Yeah.
But he's not strong enough.
Yeah, right. There's also Goro, the Hero Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Like literally.
Oh yeah, he was definitely he was just hunting motherfuckers. But yeah. I don't know how I would feel as an individual if I got clapped up by a motherfucker in a dog suit.
That's
and not a furry dog suit, because at least that way you don't know who it is. Now, you've seen a grown-ass man's face in the head of a dog costume. Like, those eyes are looking at you while he paws your face off in a fury of just, like, deflective, like, you ain't shit, just bats away. Like, nah. I'm retiring from my self-proclaimed hero hunting. Like, that's fucking ridiculous, right?
It's like, I am no longer a villain. I would like to retire.
I would say same with what was it? The supersonic ninja motherfucker?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
After the first disrespect he got, I would have quit.
Yeah. That moment was way too animated.
I was like, what? This motherfucker hit a sidestep on me, and I got clapped by just the wind pressure.
Yep.
What? I unleash one of my greatest techniques that I have in my arsenal. And this motherfucker blinks at me, and I'm gone, like, what?
Like it's like, hey, I can make all these copies. Yeah, so can I. Sidestep.
Sidestep.
It's like, okay.
And I was like, all right. No,
Like,
thank
yeah,
you.
that's how that works.
That's how that works. But and interesting news, the changes to the league that are coming, good or bad?
So from the stuff I've seen when it comes to like when they announced the Demacia season, like I don't know, I'm very 50-50 right now because it's like I really wish like supports and jungle got something a little more. I do love the hex gun is coming back because golly, let's go.
Boom.
But yeah, I really have no idea how to feel about the new season because like one, the fact that mid's going to now have an enhanced teleport, top lane is going to be a freaking nightmare. Like we're going to be, I'm calling it now. We're going to be seeing a lot more Mundo.
All the Mundo. I'm leaving top lane again. Like I've already been first star. I was playing earlier today, and because I was streaming, and it was like I had 2 games top, and I'm just getting walked over, and I'm like, damn, like fuck, what the hell? And then I go and play mid, and then we win, and I was just like,
I guess
that
mid
would
is
do
your
it.
calling this season.
No, it was top. Top was how I got back in the bronze, and so, but like today just wasn't it. And then I was playing the matchbook, and so I was just like, everybody burn. Which I'm so mad because I don't think Brand is a support, but they really motherfucking changed that motherfucker into a support. Like his damage is ass for solo.
Oh, they've nerfed his damage.
They did something. I hit a 5-man ulti. Everyone's doing the tick boom fire or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't get a single kill.
Oh wow. That's surprising because
right?
normally like with that, like you'd be seeing a lot of death.
Yeah, what was it? I had? Hold on, let me switch things.
Bring up the stats.
Yeah, hold on, let me pull that up. And I'm like, let's see. Because like I had so much. Our support had more. Now, mind you, our support was Ornn. Like he was. That's
Wait,
why.
what?
Yeah, it's only gonna make you mad the more I explain this. Like when this finally pulls up, and this is why I don't want to even go back in the duo lane, because no one's taking the support role serious anymore in the sense of like being support. It's really just, hey, who can I take down there that would be able to be in a 1v2 situation successfully?
Yeah, I mean, I guess to be fair, I took Nico and Vel'Koz the last times I played support.
All right, match history. Circle. All right, I went 5, 3, and 16. 16 fucking assists as the mid laner.
Yeah.
Right?
I know that feeling very well.
Here's my team. Me as Bran, Nasus, Mundo, Vayne, and Ornn. Against...
That's a tanky team.
Right? Against Yanara, Bel'Veth, Twisted Fate, Alistar, and Ashe.
Okay.
Now, I'm fighting Twisted Fate. We doing what we do. He couldn't get anywhere, so he just basically started ulting and leaving everywhere. Like, he would just leave. He went 5, 5, and 7 by the end of that. Like, he didn't do fuck all, right? Then you have Ashe and Alistar just getting freaking ran over by Ornn. Legitimately ran over because, his ulti. And Vayne. Vayne went 21 and 6. Ornn went 8, 3, and 20. Why do I have 4 less assists to the fucking support?
Yeah, that's a great question.
His, Brand's E or whatever, the little burn damage was doing 1 towards minions. Like, the tick was 1.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the tick was 1. It was 1 damage on minions for the tick for the E of, like, his,
Okay.
the burn.
I need to, like, find the patch notes. Like, what the frick did they do to Bran? Like, don't get me wrong, I despise Bran with a passion just because, like, he's ruined a lot of my games, but it's just, like, that doesn't seem right.
Let me see if it shows the damage numbers in the replays. I'm not sure if they do. But yeah, no, I was, like, looking at it, and it's just, like, it's so... But as far as I know, he hasn't been in any of the nerfs or things for, like, a while. Let me see if it shows. All right, let's see. I didn't even know Belveth was just chilling there that whole time. That's funny. Like, it's always funny to see, like, where people are when you do the thing. Yeah. Okay, no, yeah, you don't see damage numbers. But let me see. When I do it, you should be able to see how little yeah, you can see how little the E's doing. Here, I'm gonna give you a look momentarily. Boop. Share that, and we are going to not client. I want which one? This one? Screen one? Yeah, screen one. You get that? And it'll pop up here.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go about right here. And yeah, see, Belveth was over there the whole time. Oh, that was funny. Because I started with my E, right? So, doing the thing, whatever. And right about here. But look how little that's going with all those minions attacking him.
Yeah, I understand, like, you're level 1, but Jesus.
Right? That's what I was like, what the... Like, he should have died so much. Like, it was almost as if I didn't do anything different to him. Hold on. And then we go here.
Wait, what? What Orna skin is that?
The conductor.
Oh, okay.
The conductor skin.
That makes sense for him. Choo-choo.
I'm trying to find one that I was in.
Oh. We know what you're doing.
Yeah, this was weird. So, we're trying to figure out what the fuck he is doing over here, because, like, shit's happening or whatever, right?
Right.
We come around. Do. Boop. Hit her with that. Boom.
Hey, nice time.
But did you see how little she was just standing there barely having anything happen to her?
Yeah, that's right. I didn't throw a hatchet back at her.
It, like, I was like, I don't do fuck all for them, and I hit that combo pretty fucking well. Nothing. No, and it's like, they really, like, look at that. Barely anything happening to them on the back line. And, like, and he is, like, support now. Like, they put him as support. So,
because I know it was like, what, around season 7 or 8 that they were trying to push Bran to the support role, but because of the changes they did to his kit, like, he just became a menace in every lane he was in.
Yeah, but, well, not now. So
yeah, so I guess they finally managed to get him to a point where he's actually a support.
Yeah, freaking ridiculous. But so
Fireman just leaves a little touch.
Right? And so I was like, damn, I can't like, but I'm not ever gonna play him as, you know, support. So I'm just like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Well, that puts us at 45 minutes. So what would your closing remarks be, sir?
Well, as always, stay hydrated. Have a good day, and hope to see you all next time.
Yes, and as per usual, like, subscribe, all the other random bot NPC
all the other
stuff.
Gibber gabber.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye bye.